Make sure the audio, can you hear me okay? Good, good. Someone's having way too much fun. This is the life of a trader, I tell you. Okay, who's going to be the guest trader? Do you want to send oh, Todd, do you want to, in the backpack in the main compartment in the very back is the folder with everything on it. The folder, manila folder.
It was a great opportunity last night. You had these masks, these wrestling masks.
Oh,
That's
the luchadora,
yeah.
The luchador hats. That would have been great.
Like he does. If he saw it,
Yep. Let's pass anyone who wants to be the guest trader. Let's pass around. Have them write their name down and throw it in the hat, and then we'll have you just pull like something out of there and just cut up a bunch of pieces of paper. Yep.
This is the cheering section.
I like this. This is good.
I just introduced you to a guy from Dallas.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, he's right there.
Oh, yeah. From Dallas. I was just
he
down
wondered
there.
If you were after doing a commercial.
Oh.
Anybody over there want to sign up?
What?
You gotta jump in the water if you're the guest. I know they can hear everything. This is the pregame show.
My curiosity kills me. I can't really know that one. Okay, we're having a little Wi-Fi trouble here.
I think I'm gonna get burned today. I brought some sunscreen. This old red-haired, this old Irishman doesn't do that well in the sun. What's that?
Trader on the yoga mat. You have to do that one sometime.
Yeah. Trader on the yoga mat. Center, balance. That's funny. Yeah, whatever they use to like protect the spaceships from the sun, that's what I need. So that's 17,000 SPF 17,000. Come on in. The water's great. We may not get back up to the meeting room.
Buying or selling today?
Am I buying or selling? I haven't even looked at the.
Oh, okay. I was a seller this morning.
Oh yeah. It's on a little terror right now.
What did you catch, John?
Some, let's see, snapper,
Where are you at? Yeah,
caught
very Boston.
some panini. It looks like a little tuna. Caught, let's see, I think it was
That's more like.
That's all we caught, and then bottom right, caught the rest of the
I need sunscreen.
You need what?
Sunscreen.
You got it.
Huh?
Waves about 4 to 6. Oh yeah. I mean, it's like.
When I looked up the window yesterday morning,
Yeah.
a little better today.
Yeah.
Yesterday it was like 12.
Yeah.
See, there's codes, and then
Right off the
ocean.
Yeah, that sun's coming right on me.
Yes. Nobody fell overboard. But on the other hand, though, I mean, water did in the boat with one of the waves.
Yeah, building inspectors have argued over that.
We saw a turtle.
Last time I was out,
Wow.
yeah.
I didn't realize it was that shallow. Okay. Oh, wow.
Is everybody's Wi-Fi? Is your Wi-Fi stable? It seems like I keep losing mine. Is it stable? Larry's is. Not completely. Is it having trouble?
You mean real dollars? I count for real dollars. But the choppy, that's what I used to do. This is 1,000. And then I came here, I started, and I had a little trouble the second time, and I lost some, and now Sean got me going again. I think I'm just about ready to go home.
Is that everyone?
Don't teach me anymore, my brain is full.
Is everyone okay getting in the water?
All those guys are.
Okay.
Yeah, I love it now. Didn't like it so much. The first time since I started reading, years ago. On a thousand
Cannonball. Cannonball. That'd be great. That'd be great for all this electrical equipment. I should be swimming some laps, Kim. That's what I need. Yeah,
Pasty white skin like this, you got to. How do you think I keep so pasty white? Oh, I felt it. Now I do. This is Sean's setup, not mine. Need help with anything else, Chief?
Thanks, Nate. Appreciate it. I feel that sun's just burning me.
Oh yeah, I burnt from yesterday. How are you feeling today, Josh? Your neck hurt? Mine does.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was a mistake not taking it or not remembering it.
I just consider it a souvenir.
Should mark it.
There, like that.
Yeah, you really should.
Now I look the part. Now I look like I'm in Cancun. Andre, why would I need a chair? I'm in the water. Like I float. Oh, you're worried if we have one of those 12-hour trading sessions. One of those hour-long ones. All right. Hey, Todd, do you want to do the selection for my guest trader?
Who do we trust more than anybody there? Rex?
Oh, we got to film it. You got to come in the water and do it.
You want to go in the water? I'll go in the water.
Okay, I sure hope you all can hear me out there. Do another quick sound check, make sure. We tried doing it right on the beach. We tried doing this right on the beach, but it was so noisy you couldn't hear anything. So we're in the pool. Okay, are we ready? Okay, we're gonna be choosing our guest trader here. They're gonna do a cannonball into the pool here to do our trading session. Are we ready?
We're ready.
Okay, you guys ready?
We're ready.
Who's it gonna be? Anyone I pull out?
Adam.
All right. The lucky trader is Adam. They went. think he ditched me. He's gonna be so sad. Should we give him a?
We'll give him a minute while you...
Yeah. They went to hit the pina colada shack. Oh, that's what I need. I need a pina colada. He's at the bar already. And the sun is intense here. Life is good. Don't drink and trade. No, that's a bad combination. So my guest trader today will be Adam Daybeck.
This is how I spent yesterday. In the pool, the drinking your drink, in my hair.
Nice.
That's all I had pictures. That's the life. No wonder. Printed that. Little dig. Yeah, look where I am.
So we've got a great group out here in Cancun with us this week, and we're having that lesson, because this is a really important lesson to learn. You have to learn how to balance the sweet life with the trade life. So that's an important lesson in your trading careers. So make sure that when you get a chance to practice in a place like this, because that practice is a really important part of that, learning that skill, balance skill. They ditched us, huh? We may have lost our guest trader. Happens in Cancun. I gotta put that in. Well, I'll choose a backup just in case. John Parlberg. Say, never mind, don't come. There he comes. Adam, you're our guest trader. You. Yep, you got to jump in. Got to do a cannonball. Got to do a cannonball, but you can't get any of the equipment wet. Just kidding. No, we'll just trade on mine. You can just walk in right over here. It just the stairs right there. Look at this. I don't think you can see the ocean in the background. The way they have it set up. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's so blue. The ocean is bluer than this pool. It's crazy. Morning, Steve. Welcome. It is definitely the life. You don't need that on.
Thank you.
All right, traders. Let me introduce you to Adam Dayback. He's our guest trader today.
Good morning. I got lucky.
You got very lucky. We were about ready to choose round number 2.
There we go. Yeah.
Some of you probably know the Daybacks. They've been apiary foundation for several years.
For a
now.
while, sure.
Yeah.
We actually are in the water.
Yeah, we are definitely. I don't know if you can read the chats I've got over on the screen over here, but I'm going to have you run in the room here. Yeah, you try and keep your hands dry.
I've never done this
Have you-
before.
Have you run a Mac before? 'Cause
Yes.
It's okay. So you know the gestures on the
Mhm.
keypad and everything. Okay.
But you can show me as a brief.
All right. So just the only real thing where we would use a 2-click is if we have to like delete something. So
Okay.
so we highlight it, 2-click, and that brings up your menu. Other than that, it's just pretty much just 1 clicks
Sounds great.
wherever you are. So. And you're very familiar with Alveo, I'm sure, by now.
am,
So
yes.
I don't need to go through the tutorial with you. Traders, we are so excited to trade with you this morning, and we've got a fantastic setting. I mean, I could really get used to this.
It's very beautiful out here. Very,
We
very
wish
beautiful.
all of you. Wish all of you were here with us.
We're from Chicago. We're used to it being snowing or whatever. It's 54 back home.
It's
This is
54.
much nicer.
Oh,
yeah.
you should see Nick from the office sent me like a hailstone, and it was like that big. There was a hailstorm back
Oh
home
my
in
God.
Utah, and it was huge hailstorm. You're wearing a jacket in Tennessee, I believe it. Oh, Larry says hi, Adam.
Hey, Larry, how are you? What's it like in Wisconsin today?
There's usually a little delay.
Sure.
Cool to be 52. I think the weather's been pegged at like 80 degrees, like not too much hotter, like top end 87, low end like 78.
Every day sunny, and you hear the water in the background. It's very beautiful. It's amazing.
I open up my window and I just listen to that sound of the waves, and it just puts me to sleep when I should be trading.
Hopefully you could hear some of the sound of the ocean. It's right behind us.
All right, well, we are about 10 minutes from starting. I know that there was a little snafu with some emails that went out, said Eastern time. But we're actually in Central time here. So some of you have been here for a minute, and then others will be logging in, from the other. So these lines I went through with the traders that I was working with last night, Adam, and I was, building out the game plan for the overnight session. And,
Sure.
And so that's why all these lines are, but they're still active and they're still pretty good. So we'll tune it when we get started here this morning. But I think for the most part, we'll kind of keep the same game plan.
So those are your lines of decision?
Yeah, the lines of decision.
The Lucas lines?
Lucas lines. So we've been kind of working off of this overnight. We were kind of anticipating this being our low. And in the trading session last night that I was trading with Josh and John and Linda with, we were looking for the market to bounce up off of these lows, and it popped down. This was sort of our point of no return on that trading session. It dropped all the way down, hit that point in no return,
Mhm.
and then bounced up, and that's when we made all of the profit from that trading session last night. So
That's great. I saw some of that last night, and I
It was
saw how
just-
close it came to that line of decision right at the bottom of the screen there.
I was seriously-
And you know, but in this it turned out well.
I was I was worried about it, so I'd put like 2 different hedges on. I don't
Mhm.
normally do that. I don't usually put those hedges on, but I put 2 different. And rallied up. I took it off, came back down, and I put it on again. I'm like,
And for a while there, it was pretty slow trading. But we were getting close to that line. That's when I left the room.
yeah.
And here we are. Yeah.
And here we are.
In the water.
Good, doesn't
It
it?
does, yeah.
Well, we're about still got a few minutes. We'll let folks. The sound is cutting out, off and on. We can scoot that microphone. We're running the microphone through the. You can scoot that up just a little
Sure.
bit more, so we're a little closer to it, and then we can put some. We'll max out our gain. Let's try and increase that. Is that any better? Can you hear us any better?
Is anybody listening? Yep.
Oh, the Wi-Fi stutters. Oh,
Okay.
gotcha. Yeah, we are. The Wi-Fi here has been a little bit spotty. I mean, that's the occupational hazard of trading. You know, you have to deal with some Wi-Fi issues, but
Overall, it's pretty good. There are a little bit of lags, but the weather makes up for it.
the weather.
And it comes right back on. It really does. I'll keep an eye out for security here.
Yeah, that's right. Don't want it cutting out in the middle of fix-it session. Well, I don't know what else I can do with that sound. We're as close as we can to the microphone. The ocean in the background will probably be playing some interacting with us. So some it sounds like, some it's good, and some it's not. So, all right, maybe we'll. I could disable this one. Hopefully that's a little better. I gotta put my back to that sun. I think I'm gonna come out of this with a
With a
third
little bit of
degree
a
burn.
Well, we'll make it a short session.
Yeah, that's right.
We'll do very well up front.
Oh, there we go. This is the best part about being in Coombe. Look what's coming onto the screen right
or is the
about.
Todd serving you?
Oh, see, there you go.
Thank you.
This. That's where it's at.
No alcohol.
Yeah, no, alcohol free.
Yep. I think.
We're probably the only group. We're probably the only group here that is alcohol free. But we know the value of not trading and
And drinking.
and
yes.
drinking. Those impaired decisions aren't the best, are they?
It's very good.
It is really good. I call this the energy. Oh, I got to get a. This is for Nick Dixon. I've been taking. I think we're up to about 30, 32 of these drinks in 3 days.
I think Todd's got you beat though.
We're in a head-to-head race, Todd and I.
There's actually a ledger.
There is a ledger. It's on the blockchain. The smooth, the Virgin Drinks blockchain. All right, are we pretty close? We're close enough. We'll go ahead and get started. Traders, it is so great to be with you. We're excited for this trading session, trading on the beach from Cancun. My guest trader today is Adam Daybeck. Adam, say hi to everyone.
Hi, everybody. It's wonderful here. We're very, very happy to be here. And we'll try to make it short because we're standing in the water. And if we got to do a 3-hour session, it's going to be a little bit tough. Yeah.
No, we don't want a 3-hour session today, do we?
No, we don't.
But I mean, like you said, the atmosphere just like drowns out any kind of uncomfort.
Yeah, if we had to stand for 3 hours, it's not bad.
So
Yeah.
be it, right? All right. Well, Adam, you've been around for a while. You kind of understand what we're trying to do here. We're basically trying to demonstrate, what it takes to earn a day's worth of income, from a trading session like this. And so, I'll have you running the computer, making all of the calls in Alveo, and I'll just kind of walk you through it. The glare on the computer is a little rough here, but we'll try and do the best we can in this trading session. So, hey, Nate, can you grab that little manila envelope? So we're starting the session out down here at 57. I don't know if you all can read it. Sometimes the Zoom prevents you from seeing the balances down here in the corner. But we're starting out the session at 57,757. And
75 cents.
And 75 cents. I can't forget. And then a day's worth of income in the United States, according to the Bureau of Labor and Statistics, is about $173. So we're going to try during this session to make about $173 in the session. That's a day's worth of income. And, we'll be working the market, placing some trades. Some of them will be winners, some of them will be losses, but that's all part of the process.
I thought they were all winners.
No. I haven't found a trader yet that's able to pull that one off.
No, I know better. If we're going to talk about as to what you see on the chart as far as the bias or before you even start trading,
we're going to go through all that.
That's great. Thank you.
So yeah, you bet. So all you out there understand the routine. This may take us a half an hour, it may take us 2 hours, this may take us all day, you never know. We may make it take us all day.
I'm hoping for 15 minutes.
If we're not in here, we're up in the room getting lectured. So.
No, it'll be fine. It'll be a great session either way.
Right. You're welcome to ask questions and stuff, but the primary purpose will be to trade here with Adam. So if I can get to the questions, I'm happy to do that. All right, so let's start out. We're gonna, the first thing we want to do is kind of take a look at the top end of the market, the daily charts, and get a sense as to what's happening on the dailies. And because this kind of establishes our bias for the day. And Adam, you know this. For this week, we've been this week we had a little bit of a consolidation right here.
Yes.
And we were looking for that to break. That broke, was it Monday or Tuesday? I can't even remember my days anymore.
Looks like Monday.
Monday. So that broke out Monday or Tuesday. And then we were looking for it to come up and hit these highs. And that's what it came up and rallied up and hit those highs and is kind of bouncing off of that. So the bias off that daily chart, anytime you get that breakout, you should get some continuation of 2 to 3 bars. So we're already in this is our second bar of continuation in that uptrend. So we're going to look for that to continue, even though right now it's down, it's got a bearish day. That there should be at some point some money that kind of comes into that, to kind of prop it up. So, we've been talking a little bit about what that bias means. And a good rule of thumb is anytime you get into like a 50-50 scenario where you're not sure, is it going to go down? Is it going to go up? You lean on that bias. So anytime we'll trade both longs and shorts in the session, but anytime we're in a 50-50 scenario, we'll kind of lean on the bullish bias. Okay. So then we come over to the and it's our chart. Zoom in. It is really hard to see that computer, isn't it?
I'm looking out for security.
I think they're going to be fine.
We will be. I'm just joking.
They've had many opportunities to see us in here doing it. So, okay, so this is a key line right here. This red line. We've got a couple of peaks here. We break out of that yesterday. We pull back and test it right here. Test it again. Rallies up, and it's pulling back. So really, that's kind of this is a really strong bullish support
line.
So we'll keep an eye on that in our trading session. And then we'll drop down to the 1 minute chart and the 5 minute chart. So right off the bat, we rallied up, we pulled back, and we're kind of dropping down. I think I've got that. Yeah. So this is that line on the hour chart. We'll make that a big thick line so we know it.
So that I can see.
So we might as well start to build into some longs right in here. So why don't you go ahead and get us into maybe, let's get into about 5, actually go into 10. Get into 10 longs. That's 1 full contract. We're trading a 0.1 lot size. So wait on this candle, wait till it kind of pushes down. As it pushes down, add as quick as you can.
4 and 6 so far.
6. Keep
Hopefully we'll make money.
Yeah, let's add a couple more.
Couple
This is more break. We were
Okay.
going to fade it. Now let's break it. See if we
7,
can get a break.
8,
Go and build up to 1.5.
9, 10. You heard 1.5.
Keep going.
10, 11,
12,
12,
13.
13,
You got
14.
This is why
15.
you can't drink and
Yeah.
trade. All right, so now we're in kind of one layer. The reason we're going in a little heavier is because we don't have that many layers before our exit zone. So even if we want to be full position on that big white line, because that's where we fully expect that's where the support will come in.
So we think we're next to a base.
So we'll build up a little heavy right here. And definitely on that next white line down.
Okay. Your internet connection is unstable.
I know.
Well, it just came back. It always does here.
Yeah, so news days like this just bring good volatility. So I like that. I like that. News days are always pretty fun trading days. Anything that gives you some movement on the charts are pretty good. All right, add a couple more here. Anytime we drop down into the lows, we'll add a couple more.
I added 2.
That's fine.
So if I'm keeping count, we're about at 17 positions.
That sounds good. Just adjust this real quick. Should see a little bit of hopefully a little bit of a turn here, so that we're sitting right on a turning point. We'll see that. We'll see if that kind of punches up through there.
We're actually standing on a turning point. Oh,
There we go. That's really nice.
that's great.
So took all but 4 of our trades off. There should be all but 2 of the trades off. Yeah. Snake coming our way.
No, I thought it was.
Like iguana.
Yep.
All right, if it pushes down again, really load up on any kind of a push lower.
We're flat now.
Yep, we're flat now, so we're going to re-enter into any kind of a down leg. We're going to re-enter into those longs.
So from the bottom here, I see 2 green bars, usually talking about 2 or 3 in one direction.
2 or 3, yeah. So it'll most likely, if this is a real turn, it'll try and punch up through here and probably get up to
The next line.
here. So it'll punch through here and try and build up to there. So any kind of pullback we want to build into a position, because we're going to try and catch that momentum as it breaks. Now this is more of a wobble build style, where you normally
Are fading.
are fading.
Mhm.
So,
I like building because it's making money today.
so there's the push up through. So now let's see if it stops right on in here. If it stops there, we should get a pullback, and then that'll give us another entry point.
So right now we're on a 3rd bar. I'm looking at how many minutes are left, seconds, I should say. Can't see it.
57 seconds.
57.
Got a new candle.
So now we're on our 4th bar.
And it's punching right up through that. So
your expectation is we're going to hit that line or around that zone.
Yeah. So it already hit my target.
Mhm.
This was the target here. It's
Right.
already hit it. I'm thinking it'll pull back.
Okay.
And hopefully a little deeper. So we're just going to wait for a pullback, and then we're going to build into that.
So we're looking, when we're pulling back, the bars are going to turn blue on this screen.
Say again.
When we're pulling back, we're looking for a blue bar.
I don't know if it'll even do a bull bar, but
Okay.
because
So even any type of a pullback, yeah.
See, we're 10 seconds into this, so
Mhm.
this will be a new line right here. It's already one of our lines. So any kind of pullback, we're going to start to build into the longs. Get ready. This is going to run. This is patience. Does us well.
I'm good at patience, but putting in multiple trades, that's something I'm working on.
Yeah. Okay, so right here, let's start to add a couple right in here. we'll start out small, a lot smaller than we did before.
How many are you thinking of? Well, there we go. 4. Sorry.
Two is the new 4. And when you're in Cancun, 2 equals 4.
And it's not the drink, right?
It's not. It's not this.
And at this point, what are we looking for to add more on the when it goes down? And
So it's starting a consolidation phase. So we got expansion phase and moving to consolidation phase.
Mhm.
And so it may get pullback. It can pull back, or it can go sideways. And so we've got to put some trades on in the sideways.
Mhm.
And then if we get the pullback, we're going to add a little bit stronger into the pullback. So get ready. Get ready to put some more on. Anytime it pops blue, add a couple.
I added 1.
That's good.
I'll add another one. That's 2, 3,
That's good.
4,
Yeah, perfect.
5,
It's okay. Keep going. Add another one here.
6.
So we're going to scale into the pullback. This is the first retracement of the break higher.
7. So normally we're looking for 3 bars again, or it could be more, could be less.
Could be less, could be more. But right in here, remember this white line, if you can show
Mhm.
everybody that white line there.
Sure, right
That's
there.
that white line is our breaking point.
Mhm.
So this is the breakout, and then this is the retracement. So we definitely want to get into the longs in the retracement. Now, if we can get targets below that peak, that's
Higher
ideal.
probability. Yeah.
So we're starting to get into a zone where we can get those targets in. Otherwise, we have to break the high to hit the targets, and that's a little harder for the
Mhm.
market to do. It's an easy trade if we can get those targets in underneath those highs. See, because as it comes up here, you'll feel that pressure start to
Mhm.
push down on the market when we get up to this level right here.
This is looking good. We'll see. Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. But that's what a lot of traders, when they first start,
Mhm.
they're really looking for, what's that setup, that high probability
Mhm.
setup. And, they want that consistent win
Mhm.
out of those setups. But the best setups, they maybe hit 60, 70% of the time.
Mhm.
The rest of the time, it's just a good probability.
Mhm.
And that's really all we really need. Good probability and good money management, and we're in good shape.
And so we don't need to be perfect
Nope, not at
or
all.
focus too much on, being right.
Being right.
It's a distraction sometimes.
It is. It really is. Yeah. All right. Yeah, welcome to our office.
Yeah, well, now we have a trespasser.
I just got here. I don't want to do any.
You
Yeah,
don't want to do any work, huh?
that's the first one. It's still very early.
Instead of doing yoga, we do our office
Well, there you go.
exercises.
Thank you
That
for
way we
being
can call
kind.
this work in
Those things
Cancun.
ready for free.
That's right.
Yeah, and we didn't pay him either. So it looks like it's
There
going
we
to
go.
hit. We're in the money.
We're
Yeah,
in the money.
this is great.
So, okay, now we wait again. So it closed in the latter 10 seconds. So you felt that
Right,
push
that
in the
push.
latter 10 seconds of that candle.
Mhm.
We see that a lot. That's the significant part of the move. Hey, Nate, you can untie those. It's so hard to see with that sun.
They actually have curtains on the cabana here. So they come in very helpful. After about 15 minutes, you sort of figure out, well, maybe this will help, you know. So now we're going to be waiting for pullback again.
Yep.
Is that what we're looking for? Yeah.
Exactly.
And in your experience, this is right now, this is pretty much of an orderly market.
This is very orderly.
Yeah.
And good volatility.
Mhm.
So this is, honestly, this is as good as it gets right here. It's moving nice. It's not choppy. Your levels are holding really well. Like we should be hitting a resistance up here, coming into a resistance. So the levels are holding real nice. The markets are moving real nice. The weather is nice. The location is nice.
I have some prayer cards, but so far we don't have to use them. So
food is nice.
So right now we're up 4 bars. So, and we're looking at that resistance line.
Yeah.
So somewhere maybe in the next bar, we're expecting some type of pullback possibly.
Possibly. So in this case, because we're so close to that major resistance, I think we'll get a push up there, and we could probably take a scalp. I'm going to look and see. I'm just going to do a quick test trade. But yeah. So I'm going to put a little quick scalp on this.
Okay.
And this is a higher risk trade because we're fighting the momentum of the market and we're fighting the bias. So it's a little higher risk, and these can get us into some trouble. But if we can get 2 pips on a quick pullback off those highs, I mean, that's what we're looking for on this trade.
So Sean did the trade on the higher risk one. I didn't do that one.
Yeah, that's so I can claim the. There we go. It's going to hit those right now. Perfect. So
that's why he's a good trader or a great trader.
Those are high risk because sometimes they get you into a lot of trouble. Now, let's get into a couple of longs here. So we're going to try for another test on the highs. So just 2 longs.
And I listen very well. I put in 3.
That's right. That 3 is the new 2 in Cancun.
Yep.
Add 2 more here.
So
this is all really good right in here.
We're up to 5 right now.
Add 1 more here. We're just going to build into that, just like we did on that last trade. We're going to build into another test of the high.
So we're at 6 right now.
Yep. Keep any cut right here. Add a couple
7,
more.
8.
This is good. Couldn't get enough of The Office, huh?
Yeah.
It's the same guy, I think. He's reading our T-shirts.
Okay, on any pullback, we'll add to it. But this is good because if you look here, Adam, we got our targets are all underneath the peaks and underneath the resistance.
So those are higher probability targets. Yep.
So we could get a pullback here, add a couple more. We want to build up to about 1.5 again. So this is all really good.
We're at 1.20 right now, 1.30.
Wait for the push down, add. Push down, add.
Okay.
So,
and irregardless of the color, just if it's pushing down, just add.
Add. Okay. So what you're doing is you're trying to, the wobble technique gives us the ability to kind of curve out the bottoms.
Sort of like a canoe.
Yeah, really good. So we're curving out the bottoms and trying to catch like the best pricing. So on the way down, that's when we do those fades.
So here's another one, possibly.
Yeah.
We're at 1.3.
Yeah, keep adding.
For 1.
There we go. Add a lot right in here. So now we've got a turn in the market. I want to look and see what the time is. 48. Yeah, add a bunch. Because that turn happened early candle, there's a really good chance for a wick to form. So there's not quite enough volatility to hit our profit on a wick,
Mhm.
but we do have enough to catch the profit on a turn or a break back up above that.
That's the first time
So
that
cool.
I heard about if it forms early before the wick forms. That's I've never heard that before. That's a good point.
So yeah, so anytime you get a break and you've got more than 30 seconds left on that candle,
Mm-hmm.
there's a really good chance for a wick to form.
Got it.
That's about the best rule I've come up with to help me understand whether it's going to wick or not, to give you that little edge on whether it's going to be a wick or not.
And right now, if we just came in, what we're looking for to add more, if we had to add more, are we going to wait until it hits that support line below
Yeah,
us?
so we've got our stack in right now. So
We do.
we're gonna keep that. The next time we're gonna put a trade in is if it actually hits these lows down in here.
Okay.
So
We're in
that'll be
between, and there's no decisions right now.
No,
So this is the easy part.
this is the wait and patience.
Well, this is the patience part.
I call that the hard part. Oh, right here. Add a couple.
So we're not waiting for it to go below that support line,
No,
just
we're gonna
around
get
that support
on it.
line.
Yeah, right there. Add a couple. Very good. Now these are coming in below the turning point, so this is a good place for a stack. Now, again, I'm going to look. We're 40 seconds, so keep adding. 2.8, 2.9.
We're at three.
So that's good. We'll pause there for a minute.
And our original profit targets are good.
Yep. Mm-hmm. That's a good point. I think what I'm going to do, Adam, is I'm going to pull a couple of these targets down below the tops of these bodies here. So the range from here to here is probably good,
Mhm.
but we can gain a little bit of probability of a hit if we can pull that down here.
Mhm.
And we're not giving up much income
Mhm.
to gain that extra probability. So
But we're cutting down on our risk.
but we're cutting down on the risk of getting, a whipsaw hit.
We're standing here for 3 hours.
Exactly. So we want those right. We want to peg them right about there. You find some shade? The challenges of working in paradise, the sun. Okay, so we're going to look now for the turn. And I mean, technically, this is the turning point. I'll draw that in real quick. Technically, this is our turning point right here. Right there, we're testing the turn.
So it's like our 3-bar reversal there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So we're testing it. Always look and see how much time we have. 49 seconds.
It's looking good right now.
Yeah, it's still early because remember, anytime you're testing a break, if it's early candle, you have the possibility of a lost connection. Yeah, Jerry, go grab your bathtub. get the rubber ducky and the arm floaties and trade with us. Nothing like trading in paradise. Jerry. So yeah, you see how it came back down into the underneath the turning point on that candle. That's that 30-second rule that I was talking about.
Yes.
So now we'll see if we get a turn here. How much time? 40. Oh, we're early in that candle, so don't get too excited yet. See? Isn't that crazy?
It is. My expectation was it will keep going, but there
exactly,
you go.
Right?
So we're just waiting. Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta wait for that 30-second. Usually about the 20-second mark. So let's see what time it is. 27 seconds. So there'll still
we're
be a
looking-
little pressure on it. If
We're
you can
looking good
hold,
here.
if you can hold in that upper, once we cross that 20-second threshold, I can't read it. It's too bright out here.
It is bright, but that's not a bad thing.
25 seconds. Oh, we're good.
We're good. We're real good.
New candle.
And as far as those profit targets there, they're all in pretty good shape right now.
Yeah, so we got the break. Now we should see
Some
2
follow
to
through.
3 candles of follow through. So we'll watch that. We'll see if that comes in.
It will, I think.
I hope so. Paul, that's a good. I'm one of the few people that can say wobbling in paradise and not slur it.
Very true.
You guys are great. There we go. Come on. It's going to hit those targets.
There we
And
go.
we're done.
That was wonderful. That was very wonderful.
Okay, so now we wait again. So we've had 3 setups, 1, 2, 3 setups. All of them have worked out almost textbook, right? So now this is our second test of these highs up here. So, and this is a pretty major, a major resistance, right? It was a major support. It'll be a major resistance. So this up leg is now at a critical turning point, and we don't know gains momentum breaks through or start to on this. The second pullback, we're not going to be nearly as strong. We're not going to be nearly as confident in a pullback because a pullback here could easily start a new leg down.
Yes.
Right.
And now it broke through the resistance.
Or it could break and move higher. And we don't know. It's still early in that candle. So we don't know at this point what it's going to do. So I think what we'll try and do, if it gets a really strong candle through here, we're going to fade it. We're going to fade it and do another one of those scalp moves. But I'll put that trade on. So we'll keep your record intact, and then I'll take all the negative trades.
I'll bet on you, Sean.
No, your track record is stellar right now. So I'm going to watch this candle. If it gets really strong, we're going to fade the top of that candle. So
this is like the 5th bar, and then you're looking for no wicks on the top when you're saying real strong, or
yeah. So
what are your thoughts? Yeah.
What I'm looking for is a really strong push, momentum to build. So you see, it's not moving.
Right.
There's no momentum. So what I'm looking for is a really strong momentum play. Already one run, 1, 2, 3. This will be the 4th candle, 5th, 6th. So I'm going to fade the top of that 5th or 6th candle if it gets up into, but it's got to have momentum behind it. Otherwise, I'm going to just take a marker trade. Where does that put our target? It's so hard to see those.
Sure.
Oh, it's right below the line. So I just took a couple of marker trades. They're falling in underneath the line. So we want our targets up here. There we go. That's that momentum I was looking for. So I'm going to do a quick scalp here.
So you're selling, we got a number of positions here.
Yeah, I went in a little heavier. So we got to make some money.
I thought we were making money. More money.
More money. More money. More money. We got the snakes coming back. So that's what I was looking for. A little overextension into a resistance and a pullback. Now, this is what makes this trade so sketch. is because you're not sure if it stops here or back on the support line. So it's more a thread the needle kind of a trade, and counter bias. So there's a lot of things going against a trade like this.
So if it's going to come back down in our favor, it's usually 1 or 2 bars or 3. We don't know.
Well, so just always remember, moves happen in expansion phases and consolidation phases. So we're going to try and catch, either make a little bit of money in a consolidation, or a pullback. So either and that no pullback there. So that's why this trade's a risky trade. So I'm going to wait again, and I'm going to do that again right about now. So now I got to build a little bit stronger position. Keep building it, and I'm just looking for that quick retracement. And this is why I said this is a high risk trade, because it's overextended, yes, but it's got momentum now, and so that momentum could carry it through a couple of layers.
Where's your safety net on these scalp trades if it starts really running up? Is there any?
In this case, I don't know that we have a real
issue.
I mean, if it gets too far away from us, then I'm just gonna look to break even on this trade. So I'm gonna pull these losses up to these trades up to like a loss point, and this will be our first loss. And then I'm just looking for that quick pullback. Move into consolidation or a retracement. Either of those should give us hit this target stack. I'll explain that here in just a second. Just want to get those up there. So either a move into consolidation, because this is our consolidation bar. That's a big consolidation bar. Or a pullback inside that consolidation bar should hit these target levels.
It should.
There we go, right there.
Yep.
So not a huge income producing trade, but at least break even, and we're not stuck in any trades. So, hey Nate. What? Oh, Josh, will you look on? I can't remember what our target was on that manila envelope. I've got the target. What's that number down there? 5, yeah. 57930. Can you see that, Adam? I think we're 57888.
So we're close.
So we're getting close. One more good trade setup.
Especially if we don't take those.
Come join us, Todd.
Can you get in the water and stand behind us?
Yeah. All right. Do we dare do it again? What do you think? I'll let you make this call.
It's going up so strong. I mean, if I did it, I wouldn't do it, but I would do it very lightly. Are you talking about going short?
Short.
Yeah.
So we're bumping up.
I'm going to leave it to be your call.
Leave it to me?
Yeah.
It's a high risk trade. So this would be where we would be either making our money or losing it. I think we're going to, if it pulls back anymore, we can start to build into a long.
Yeah.
But we want those long targets to be about right there. So we'll give it a minute. So Adam, as it pulls back again, we're going to do the same thing we did here and here, but we're going to try and build our trade in. We're going to start trading about these lows here for the longs. So get ready to run that. That's helping a ton, yeah.
We have our personal assistants here.
Yeah, can I get some grapes while we're at it? And a fan.
There we go. We
And a
should be
fan.
adding
Yeah,
now.
add a couple here. Start out slow because this could be the pullback phase.
So I put on 3.
Add it.
5.
Perfect.
Oh boy, we're getting a fan also. We're lucky. Do we have any tips or?
We have to tip them.
Lights don't work.
He takes tips.
There we go.
Pips, just pips, not
Tips.
tips. All right here, add another layer. So this is what I was worried about, is this is a pullback zone because we're bouncing off that high. We've got a down leg here. Add a couple more here. And real strong right here. Real strong by as many as you can. Just keep going, keep going, keep going. So all these targets are coming in underneath the support. And
I'm
we
still
need them
buying.
under. Yeah, keep going.
Until you pull the plug.
Keep going. Wait for it now. Now we'll wait for it to drop before we add. And then this we need to pull either right on the line or underneath. So we should see 2 to 3 more candles of down leg, which will put us down in this area, or we've got support. We got trend support coming in right where we're at.
This looks like it's going to work out here too, but we'll see.
Yeah.
I hate to jinx it. But,
okay, now we're gonna have to. We hit a we hit a profit target, profit layer. So this is a great place to peel off some of those top ones. So we're taking intentional losses here just to peel off. Oh, we didn't have enough on that top one to even really matter.
no, we just had one
Yeah.
at the top.
So let's keep those on. I didn't realize we were that. We played that like champs, like the Utah Jazz, not like the Chicago Bulls.
Hey. Was it the Bulls or was it Utah Jazz that won
Yeah, I'm pretty
the
sure. It was
playoff game?
I'm pretty sure it was
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Jazz.
That's not my recollection, but
Yeah, no.
that's okay.
I mean, the folks from
I'm surrounded
Chicago,
by people from Utah, so I'm not going to argue.
I mean, folks from Chicago, they have their own way of looking at things. Just kidding. Hard to beat that dream team, that Chicago dream
It was an
team.
incredible run. We were very lucky.
All right, get ready to add a couple more. That really does make a big difference. It's just gonna run, huh? Add a couple here. I know it's not. It's that momentum is good. Yeah, that's really good. Hey Josh, what's that number again?
57930.
Okay.
We are really close. Okay, so we didn't want a big wick there. Go ahead and add a couple just to build up. But if this forms a big wick, then that gives us a clue that it could be turning, but it didn't form the wick, so that's good. So any pullback, we're going to build into a little stronger move. had to add a couple more, but I think I got a bad fill.
Mhm.
We want to hit our money on the trade. We don't throw the round of trades.
Especially short.
So we want it to hit our 30 mark right on this one.
It's looking good right now, but again, we'll see.
We'll see. Hey.
Mhm.
Okay, well that's good. Oh, you're kidding me. We're $8 away from our target.
$8 away.
This is where we say it's either close enough.
We could say it's close enough. We're gonna, the currencies fluctuate.
Yeah.
We're very, very
yeah,
close.
we're in Mexico.
Yeah.
So we'll make it up on the
We'll
exchange
make it up
rate.
on the exchange rate. Yeah, we'll look for that conversion factor.
Yeah, I don't want to get into another setup.
You know, we're
after
standing in
this.
water and, and we get to go home.
So I think we're going to say it's close enough. we got close enough to a day's worth of wages on that. So
I thought it was great. I thought it was, with this type of a market, I probably could have entered some more trades, but I was, you know, it is very sunny out here. But it was great. I mean, it was a very orderly market. And with those pullbacks, the way we traded it, I felt very comfortable doing it.
The movement was so clean.
It
today.
was.
We didn't get any choppiness until, right in here,
Mhm.
a little bit in here and a little bit here. But for the most part, that was a very, very clean,
Mhm.
orderly, nice moving market. So not every day is that nice,
No, I
obviously.
understand.
We
I
all
was
know
hoping that we wouldn't have an outside
range.
range, and we didn't.
No. Well, here's this.
Here we go.
This is it's bouncing off that support again. So we're getting squeezed into this down leg here, the down leg here, and the up leg here. You can kind of see we're
On the
getting
5 minute.
squeezed on that. Yeah, really nice uptrend, but yeah, a nice downtrend. So which of these wins? That's the challenge of the position that we're in right now. Structurally, we're getting squeezed into that narrow wedge. So this could go any direction on us. But I think we'll call it good.
I feel very comfortable
You
about
feel
calling
okay
it
with
good.
that?
Oh yeah, I think it's great. You know, sometimes it's good to know when to quit.
Yeah, and I've learned, especially doing these trading sessions, if we go and place a trade now and we're on the wrong side of it, then it's going to be another hour of trading.
And there's another audience on the other side, so I think of them too.
Okay, well, that's fantastic. Our goal was 173. We're $8 away from that. No, actually, we're only $6 away from that. So we're at 167.
That's great.
$167 worth
That's
of income
fantastic. Yeah,
from the pool.
from the pool,
I mean,
and we're standing in water. We really are.
Nice and in the pool.
And the sun's behind us, and it's extremely beautiful. And anybody that's not been here, I would encourage them to come.
No, it's a lot of fun. It really is the balance. We just but there really is a lesson of a trader because they learn how to learn, like when you're in the learning phase, you're just like so focused, so grinding it out that it's hard to like get into the flow. We come to a place like this, we trade a little bit together in the mornings. We have some discussions, in the mornings, and then we go and have some fun in the afternoons when the markets are dead anyway. And then we come back in the evening, and do it a little bit more.
It's all true. It's been great. And the balance is something to learn. I think it's a very valuable lesson, especially when you are trading and you are focused. You want to put in a lot of trade. Part of the learning curve is to learn how to balance it out,
Yeah.
and also know when to stop.
I think that's a
Because
great
there's always
lesson.
another day.
Always another
We
day.
want to come back for another day.
That's right.
When I'm there, we call that towel. If only Nate would hold on to it, but he's gone. Josh saved us though.
Josh saved it. All right, let's see this. Josh, Nate, would you grab me the manila envelope and then a pen? And then while I'm doing this check here, Adam,
Mhm.
is there something you could share? A takeaway you could give our traders? Something you could share with them
It's
from our trading session?
in this particular session, just looking at having those lines pre-drawn. I was in the evening session with Sean, and that line that you see at the bottom of the chart, that was there last night, is still there this morning. It's amazing how those lines hold across time, and it really helps me, and I think it'll help you make better decisions. The one thing that I would not do in this particular session is because I don't have the skill set right now, is to scalp to me what looked like a market moving in an orderly fashion up. But when Sean did it, he made some money on it. And so that's something that I learned today. I never even considered doing that in this type of a market. But that's okay. Even if I didn't do that, it would have worked out. But it's really, for me, it's these lines. It's a reinforcement of once you draw them and once you leave them on, either for a day or even overnight, how they're still there the next day and how they help you make a decision.
It's so amazing.
It is key.
And using them as decision points. I think a lot of people. It's just a really nuanced change of thinking, but those lines, we think that they're support and resistance lines. That's what we're trained to think. But make that little nuanced change of thinking. They're not really support or resistance lines, because that implies that the market's going to stop there, right?
And we don't
And there's
know.
always that chance that it doesn't stop there. But if you change it, the nuance of what that line means, it's a line of decision.
That's a good point. I never thought of it. I do think of a lot of it as I've heard the term line of decision. And what that means to me is that's where I got to decide if I'm going to do anything long, short, or nothing. When you use the word nuance, to go away from support and resistance to line of decision, because we really do not know if that support is going to hold.
Exactly.
It could just blow right through it. So then you're looking for that next line of decision versus, oh my God, I don't know what the hell I'm doing, right? So it's a very, very, that's an important point, Sean. Line of decision versus support and resistance. Thank you for sharing that. That helps me a lot.
Well, and thanks for sharing with our traders out there. Some of the things that you've learned from this session. I think if I could be presumptuous, I think this will be one you remember for a very long time.
Oh, yes. And I'm grateful that we haven't been here for 3 hours.
Yeah. Well, the great thing is, Adam, here's a check, $1,555.
We're very grateful,
So-
as is my wife who is here.
I'll give you the profits from our trading session last night as well. So
Thank you very much,
in
Sean.
addition to our into what we made this morning.
I really guy, and it's a great group. Thank you very much. Appreciate
We
it.
love it.
It's
We
in
love it.
dollars. It's not in pesos either.
It's not even pesos.
Pesos.
Yeah, I said dollars.
I would take
Make
it
sure
either
you
way,
see
though.
that. It's dollars, not
Yep.
pesos. So congratulations, Adam.
Thank you very much. I'll try not to lose it or get wet.
Yeah, don't throw it in the ocean.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, everyone. Thank you. This guy just made $1,000, $1,555 right now. Yeah, let's get our picture.
Can we get you in the background?
Oh, yeah.
Some passerby.
Like 3 or 4 times past.
Yeah.
Congrats. That's a good morning. Yeah.
Fantastic. All right, traders, so great to be with you. We look forward to the day when we can share this moment with you here in paradise, or wherever that may be. So always a good opportunity to get to know you a little bit, and to there's something there really is when we get together physically. There's some great things that happen,
Helps when people bond with each other, and you see a lot of things that you don't see when you're trying to do this from home. So I would encourage people to get together and meet each other and trade. It's a whole
Fantastic.
different experience. It's another step up the ladder
Yeah, absolutely.
in the right direction.
In the right direction. All right. Well, we'll let everybody head out and enjoy your day in paradise, Jerry. Don't forget that rubber ducky and the arm floaties. And we'll see you next trading session. This has been Trader on the Beach. Trader on the Beach today. Trading in paradise.
Thank you, everybody, much.
We again appreciate you joining us, and we'll see you next time. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everyone, and thanks, Sean.
Thank you, Adam.
And thanks, Nate, for holding up the towel.
Exactly. All right. We'll see you. Bye.